and I'm looking at it and I'm like, bro, I caved my frame in on the bottom. It's still the same bike. I just holeshotted everybody on it. It's just a caved in stock frame.
How about Moranz getting the whole shot? This is great. I met a gypsy.
What about Feld prize money? Like, what's that for you guys? So like, what can you walk away with on a night, like a good night of racing? Just from Feld and contingency.
They changed that a little bit this year, right? The super motocross thing, they were talking about how they're increasing all the pay and everything. I was actually pretty excited to see the pay differences. So they did like almost double what you make in the 250 class. Like, that's why I primarily changed to the 450 class, is because I had 3 top 10s in 1 year. I had a 7th place in the 250 main event. I made $950 total from Feld. That was like 2 years ago or whatever. I was like, dude, like I could make last place in the LCQ in the 450 class and get paid $1,200.
Yeah.
Like back then. That's why I was like, dude, like that and getting 7th, couple top 10s. Nobody gave two shit about that, to be really honest. So I was like, okay, like that was the year that I did the hybrid year, and I made my second ever 450 race. I made the main event, and that was like I knocked everybody's shoes off. Like, it was such a big deal. I'm like, dude, there's so much more notoriety and like in the 450 class. So I was like, that's where my home is, kind of deal. You know what I mean? I'm good at starts, good at being consistent. I don't have the funding to build a PC 250. I'd love to ride one. You know, if they need a fill in, give your boy a call. Yeah. But I can't compete with that on top of rebuilding my bike, because then I'm having to have a mechanic or the funding and whatnot to do that. Like, dude, I'll go buy a stock KTM 450 from Letco Cycles right off the showroom floor, slap a couple parts on it, and boom, go be competitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's tough.
What did you make, or like what can you make?
Oh, that's where we're going. My goodness.
That's all good.
So, dude, I go on so much tangent. Sorry. So, $400 from KTM.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to, my goodness, Kevin, you're getting off topic. So 250, they doubled, right? 450 went up like $100 or $200 per spot. That's about it.
Yeah. Okay.
So last year, I think you were able to make, I think you got $2,000 for getting last in the main event. This year you get $2,200 for last in the main event. So, and it goes up $50 per spot. So if you get, I'm pretty sure, like if you look at the payout breakdown, it's kind of funny, dude. Like people getting top 10s are maybe getting $3,000 kind of deal. Like for me, an average weekend, let's just say $2,500, it's 16th place or so, plus your KTM contingency, that's 2,900, right? 25, and then 29. So that, then you got your entry fee, so deduct $225. You got your flights, it's probably $500. Deduct that. You got your hotels, it's probably another $500. You're looking at that $1,500 range. Oh, you got food, everything like that, definitely in that $1,500 range. Got all your parts, say you bend something, or I mean, a lot of us, at least at this level, get majority of parts for free, but race fuel I'm still paying for. A lot of other variables, you know what I mean? Like, boom, you're maybe making $1,000 a weekend if you don't have sponsorship or creative ways to get what you're getting done, and that's being a 450 main event dude.
Yeah. So that's, I think people wonder why there's so many Cowie 450s, like in the LCQ especially, is so they're obviously paying like quite a bit more when it comes to the contingency side of things.
Correct, yeah.
And I think Yamaha pays pretty good contingency too, right?
I honestly have no idea about that. Like, that's even one thing that I've tried exploring, because I know a lot of amateurs. Like, I remember amateur kids on these Cowies and some of the KTMs all will get double, triple contingency. I tried hitting up KTM and be like, I'm like one of the 4 dudes on a KTM in the main events. Like, can I get some help with like a double contingency or something like that? I never got a response. So
yeah.
It's a struggle, dude.
Privateer life, baby.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I think
you got to ask.
That's one good thing with the World Supercross stuff, is that like there's no, I guess it's like good and bad. Like there's no privateers, but basically everyone that's on the line is like getting some form of start money, you know?
Where at?
At World Supercross. So like,
oh yeah, exactly.
It's like it's just a different model in a sense. But yeah, like I think Phil Nicoletti was breaking down what he was making. But I think he was getting like $5,000 a race to show up and race, and then all like the bonuses and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a hard sort of spot because, like I said before, I think one of the coolest parts about Supercross is that just like anyone can rock up and do it. You know, like that in itself, I think. It's like you wouldn't really want that to go away, but then I guess it's like the argument is like how much should get split down the line, because you know, if you don't have privateers rocking up, you've got 10 factory dudes. So it's like, do you want to do, I guess the argument then becomes for like the case for the privateers is like, all right, well, does Supercross look this cool with only 10 dudes? You know, like, and it's like this,
especially the way, well, that's tough because, sorry to cut you off,
no.
but like this year, like you're kind of saying with Coop, like, because I listened to the Coop podcast, like there are so many dudes inside that top 10 that could win. Like it is exciting, but at the same time, 90% of the time, you're going to have like Sexton, Tomac, Coop up front.
Yeah.
You'll have Roxon and Barsha up there a little bit. Other than that, you know, you got like, I mean, AP can be kind of up in there too. But a majority of those guys, you got the top 3, and then you got a majority of those kind of behind, and then they kind of just fall into their slot, and then they race themselves to an extent. I feel like, obviously, I haven't watched a whole lot of 450 main events, so I could be completely wrong. But yeah, some of the excitement does come from back in the pack.
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, gypsytales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.